Well, all right. Hey, we're having a party. That reminds me of Luther Vandross. I don't know what it is, but Luther Vandross and factual. I don't know. Anyways, I'm Mocha Brown. And with that being said, because mental health matters, your mental health matters, your safety matters, and your privacy matters. And Constitution Amendment number 8 matters. Yes, it does. You're probably saying, well, what do you mean, Mocha Brown? From my understanding, you're saying don't call the cops in case of an emergency when having a mental health crisis. And the only thing I can say to that is you're absolutely right. Don't call the cops if you're having a mental health illness crisis. Reason being, they're only interested in two things: a cold beer and firing that gun. I repeat, the only reason I say don't call them is because they're only interested in two things: a cold beer and firing that gun. That is actual and that is factual. You want to be on the safe side? You're having a mental health crisis. If you are having a crisis or you know someone that's having a crisis, spread the word for your safety. Text 988 crisis helpline or text me, Mocha Brown, at 202-597-7580. The reasons I say this is because we're professionals and we care about your health, we care about your safety and your privacy, because mental health matters. Your privacy matters and your safety matters. And the cops, they'll take the safety lash off and shoot you quicker than a heartbeat. That's actual and that's factual. With that being said, what about Amendment 8? It's our constitutional amendment right to not be treated with excessive force. That's actual and that's factual. Amendment 8. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishment inflicted, which means excessive behavior. I repeat, Amendment 8. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishment inflicted. Yes, hell, I see you there. What's going on? What are you saying there? I see you there. You're saying what? What would you like to talk about? What would you like to talk about? I'm talking about mental health illness, your safety, your privacy, and Amendment 8. Put it in the chat. Put it in a comment. We'll talk about it. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm Mocha Brown, and this is In Matters of the Law. That's actual and actual. Now, some people say, well, hey, Mocha, what do you mean don't call the cops when you're having a mental health crisis? That's exactly what I said. So someone's here saying, I just want a perfect cheese sandwich. Oh, really? Well, then go ahead. If you're able to, make yourself a perfect cheese sandwich. What might be perfect to you might not be perfect to the other person, but then, hey, that's okay. Different strokes for different folks. That's actual and factual. Now, with that being said, we have the rights to not be treated with excessive force. His name was Floyd. Floyd was the guy, the man who this cop put a knee on his neck and killed this man. Not Rodney, but Floyd, from my understanding, was supposedly to be on drugs. Drugs is a mental health illness problem. Drugs, when you're on drugs is a mental health illness problem. Thereof which at that time and situation when they got word that he was on drugs, if that was the case, they should have called in a counselor. But they're untrained, as I said. They're untrained, they're unlearned, and they're unskilled. Only thing they're interested in is a cold beer and shooting that gun. That is actual and factual. Welcome in, I'm Mocha Brown. Thanks for stopping by. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Talking about mental health. The amendment number 8, and why you shouldn't call the cops if you're having a mental health illness crisis. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Put it in the chat, whatever you want to chat about. We can chat about it. So now, once again, reading Amendment 8. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishment inflicted, which is to say excessive behavior. Amendment 8 is totally against excessive behavior, and the cops, law enforcement, plain clothes and uniform are trained to be excessive, and it's against the law. And we have constitutional amendment rights where we, the people, can collectively come together and say, you know what? Let's bring a Class A lawsuit against the DOJ and those individual cops who use excessive behavior against us, because they don't have a right to do it. All they're interested in is a cold beer and shooting their gun. Those are the facts of the law. 7580. That's 202-597-7580. So now some of you are saying, well, Mocha, well, oh my God, Mocha Brown. What am I gonna get if I text you? If I text you, Mocha Brown, what am I? Oh my God, what am I gonna get? Well, all right. Well, okay. Let me share with you exactly what you'll get when you text me at 202-597-7580 in reference to mental health counseling from a humoristic, comedic counselor. What you're going to get is just that. Humoristic, comedic, comedy, fun. 99 plus ways in a fun way, which is humor is a cure. Humor is a medicine where you don't have to take medicine. That is actual and that is factual. What you get is your privacy kept safe. Okay, I see you there. What's that you're saying? Oh, let me repeat that in case you didn't hear it the first time. In case of an emergency, a mental health illness emergency, what you want to do is text 988 crisis line for help or text 202-597-7580. That is what you need to do. That is your best route for safety and for privacy and to get the best help service that you can get concerning your mental health. Calling the cops is not going to do anything for you because the only thing they're interested in is a cold beer and firing their gun. Those are the matters of the facts of the law. They don't like to follow the law. In particularly speaking, when it comes to amendment number 8, where they will use excessive abuse when it says not to. Amendment 8 says, excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishment inflicted, which say excessive behavior. In short, we deserve more and we deserve better. Say it with me. I deserve more and I deserve better. I deserve more and I deserve better. Say it again. I deserve more and I deserve better. I deserve more and I deserve better. Because that's exactly what we deserve. More and better. We deserve more and we deserve better. Now, with that being said, once again, and I'm at this all day long, because this is what I do. I'm not just a film producer producing film. I'm not just a personal developmental coach, but I'm also a humoristic, comedic, therapeutic counselor helping you help yourself to get better. Who am I? Here to help you get better. For in helping you, I get better. Then we all get better. That is actual and factual. So with that being said, I'm looking over here at my screen, and I see a lot of interesting things on my screen. It says Mocha Brown at MBP film comic line. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's me. And that's on the desktop laptop. That screen is by far different than the screen on the smartphone. So what I would say to you, I don't know what you see when you look at your screen, but what I'm looking at, it doesn't add up. It's not the same. I don't know why that is, but it is the way it is. So what I can say, again, who am I and why should you take interest in what I do? Is because like 988 Crisis Helpline, I care about you too. And why you should be interested in what I do? Because like 988 Crisis Helpline, I care about you too in the same manner, in the same fashion. The only difference is when you speak to me, you're going to get comedic, humoristic, therapeutic counseling without the medicine. Because humor is medicine. That is actual and that is factual. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So I had my number 1 fans and my number 2 fans today, and that was awesome. And someone was talking about all they want is a perfect cheese sandwich. And I'm like, okay, well, geez, if you like cheese and you like sandwich and cheese, then that's great for you, and if you're able to put that together, put it together. But now me, on the other hand, I'm not eating that. I'd starve first before I eat a cheese sandwich. That's actual and factual. I will starve first before I eat a cheese sandwich. But if you want to eat a cheese sandwich, that's on you. More power to you. But I will starve before I eat a cheese sandwich. Anyways, with all of that being said, I'm Mocha Brown. Hold that thought for just a moment. Whatever it is you're thinking, just give me a moment here. I want to pull something up to share with you. Just give me a minute here to pull this up. Okay, just a moment. I'm trying to pull something up here on the screen. How you doing? Welcome in. I'm Mocha Brown. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You truly are appreciated. Put it in the comment, something that you'd like to talk about. Put it in the chat, something that you'd like to talk about. We can chat about it. It's actual and factual. Let's see here. I'm trying to pull something up here. Trying to pull something up. Where is it? Just a moment. Okay, one moment. Okay, so here it is. I don't know why they put it in the draft because I didn't draft it. So riddle me this, riddle me that. YouTube is a byproduct of Google, which is to say they are scroogles. In other words, they think they rule the world and screw us not. I'll say that again. Riddle me this, riddle me that. YouTube is a byproduct of Google, which is to say they are screw jewels. In other words, they're in bed together. They think they rule the world and screw us, but not. Anyways, I've been dealing with YouTube and Google, and it's just been, they're in cahoots together, they're in business together, they're in bed together. Screw jewels. So what is a screw jewel? A screw jewel are people who are in bed together. They do business together. That's what a screw jewel is. It doesn't mean they're sleeping together literally. And if they did, I really wouldn't care. It's not my business. But screw jewel means you're in business together, in bed together, in together, conjuring up drama, or maybe not conjuring up drama. So I posted that video, and it's sitting in the draft. It wasn't in the draft. So why is it sitting in draft is beyond me. Now, speaking of drafts, military and the war that we have today, is it a third world war or is it just another war? Taking place year round. I mean, that's, if our military is supposed to be strong as they say it is strong, then they need to be drafting year round. Why wait to the last minute to say, oh my God, I think we need to start drafting people for the war? Really? That's something that you should be doing year round on a regular, consistent basis. So now, with all of that being said, people say, well, what are you talking about now, Mocha Brown? I'm just chatting it up. Chatting it up because sometimes that's what people do. People like to talk, so I'm here for you to talk. Put it in the chat. We'll talk about it. It's part of what I do, and what you're getting now is a freebie. And speaking of freebies, okay, what is this? If life is your power, I'm trying to read what you're saying here. If live or live is your power, what are you without it? Well, you always have power. Don't let anybody lead you into believing that you don't have power. You always have power. No matter where you are, you have power. If someone tells you that you don't have power, they are deceiving you and they are living in a world of deception. Now, here's the reception. You have power. Don't let nobody tell you that you don't have power. We all have power. It's all in the matter of the way you think. We have power to change who we are, to become better people. We have power to change situations that we're in. We have power to be who we are. Quite frankly, to say the least, I am power, you are power, we are power. And we power up every day, every second, every hour. That's actual and factual. Don't let no one deceive you. I repeat again, don't let nobody deceive you and clear the reception. Don't let nobody deceive you into believing that you don't have power, because you got power. You got power, I got power, we got power. And that's actual and that's factual. No matter where you are in this world, you could be in a third world country and you got power. You can be locked up in jail or locked up in a hospital and you still got power, because God gives us power. And when you get power from God, you got power every hour, no matter where you be. Those are the matters of the facts of the law. So don't let anybody deceive you into thinking and believing that you don't have power. Okay, so now I'm reading this. Here goes someone saying something about something. My name backwards is how I feel about you. Ha ha ha, such a vibe. Well, I'm going to do what I do each and every day, every hour, every second of the life that God gives me breath. So, irregardless of how you feel about me, ha ha ha, doesn't matter. Because what you think of me doesn't make me who I am. What makes me who I am is how I feel about myself and what God tells me I am. God tells me I'm an ambassador. Well, I'm an ambassador. That means I can do great, awesome, amazing things. That's actual and factual. And now you're saying, I love that for you. Why, thank you. I love that for you too. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. The matters of the facts of the law are this: we all have power. And don't let someone who thinks that their power above you is more than your power. Because as long as God gives you breath of life, you are power. And you can power over anybody and anything, irregardless of what they say or what they do. In a third world country, you got power. Locked up in a hospital, you still got power. Locked up in a jail cell, you still got power. Locked up in your home, you still got power. Sitting in your car, you still got power. Driving around the town, you still got power. On your job, you still got power. Because when you believe in Christ Jesus, you are power, because he is power over everything. That is actual and that is factual. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm Mocha Brown. So now, with that being said, again, I like this right here. I got fans number 1, fans number 2, putting in the comment what they feel about me. So whatever your name spelled, whatever that means, whatever you feel about me at the end of the day, whether it be positive or negative, it really doesn't matter. What matters is how I feel about me. And with that being said, that should be the way that you think also. It doesn't matter whether people like you or don't like you. Only thing that matters is that you like yourself. That's good, great, awesome, amazing mental health. Don't worry about what Peter and Paul and Mary and Jane are doing. Don't worry about what they're saying about you. All you need to do is look in the mirror and say, I love you to you. And once you begin to love yourself, you begin the cure of mental health. That is actual and that is factual. So don't let man, woman, or child come with this deception of you got no power. You don't have power over me. Do you know who I am? I don't give a damn who you are. God is power, therefore I am power. And your power is no more greater than my power. Because at the end of the day, God is power hour. And he powers us up day and night until he take our breath away. So with that being said, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm Mocha Brown. Talking about your mental health, because mental health matters. Now, some people be like, well, who, what, how she, Mocha Brown? Oh my goodness, all this positive talk. Well, yeah, of course. I'd rather be positive than sit around a horse who won't drink the water, and you need water to survive. I don't want to sit around with a negative horse who won't drink the water and you need it to survive. I'm not on a suicidal mission. But if you're on a suicidal mission, don't call the cops. Text 988 crisis line or text 202-597-7580. That'd be me, Mocha Brown, should you be having a crisis. Don't call the cops, because all they're interested in is a cold beer and shooting their gun. They're not trained, learned, and or skilled in dealing with people that have mental health illness. That is actual and that is factual. They will discard, disband, disbar Constitution Amendment number 8, which says they're not supposed to treat us with excessively. And when it says cruel and unusual punishment, that means excessive punishment. They're not supposed to do that. Those are the matters of the law. So with that being said, what more can be said? Well, I'm almost 30 minutes into this. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. So now, with that being said, what more can be said? You want to have counseling, and you can't find a counselor to help you going through your mental health illness, give me a try. You get 3 free days. 3 days free to determine whether or not you want to stick with the counseling with me. That is actual and factual. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the shares. Thanks for the hearts. And subscribe to my channel. I thank you for doing that. You get 3 days free therapeutic counseling with me. If you're not happy with the services, well, then we let everything go, except the contract stays in effect. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the shares. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Hi, how you doing out there? Welcome in, welcome in. I'm MOCHA Brown. You get 3 free sessions with me over the telephone. If you're not happy with it, terminate. But the contracts stay in effect because of the rights to privacy. Right to your privacy, right to my privacy. That is actual and that is factual. You have to sign a contract before any telephone services begin. Gotta sign a contract. And that's a fact. Text 202-597-7580. So now with that being said, what more can be said? Hey, hi, how you doing out there? Welcome in, welcome in. I see y'all there. I know you can't see me. That's the way I prefer it to be. It's like old school radio before there was TV. That's how I prefer it to be. So now, with all that being said, how you doing? Put it in the chat. We can chat about it. Leave a comment. We can talk about it. That's actual and that's factual. If you have X, and if you're on X, formerly known as Twitter, you can DM me and we can talk about it. Once again, if you have X, formerly known as Twitter, you can DM me and we can talk about matter of the law. We can talk about humoristic, comedic, therapeutic counseling. That's actual and factual. Ways to reach me. That's actual and factual. It's not hidden. It's Twitter, formerly known as X. You can DM me there. You can text me, 202-597-7580. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the shares. For humoristic, comedic, therapeutic counseling. Where in which you get no medicine from me. Your RX prescription is comedy. I repeat that again. Where you get no medicine from me, your RX prescription is comedy. Because that's all you need. That's actual and factual. So now with that being said, once again, I service household names. And if you think you're a household name, well, then I service you too. In short, I service everybody. If you're under the age of 18, you need parental permission to have comedic, therapeutic, humoristic counseling with me. And that's it. That's a fact. It's as simple as that. But I will say this again. You're permitted 3 free humoristic counseling sessions with me, 3 free ones. After that, then, the contract stays. You have to sign a contract. The contract stays intact. And if you decide you want to come back later on, well, the contract is already there, so then come on back in. You know, maybe you're not in it. Maybe you get maybe you have 3 sessions. You're like, nah. That's not for me. No. But then later on down the road, you get to thinking, well, geez, you know what? I think I kind of like that. So guess what? You are welcome to come back. The contract has already been established. So and the contract is a lifetime contract. There's no end to the contract. Some people say the contract ends in 1, 2, 3, or 5 years. No, there's no end to the contract. The contract is a lifetime contract. Therefore, should you decide that you don't want to have the therapeutic counseling, okay, that's cool. But then all of a sudden you get to thinking, well, you know what? I kind of like that. Well, guess what? Come on back. Dial 202-597-7580. I'm Mocha Brown. That's actual and that's factual. So now I'm just over the 30-minute mark, which is pretty good. I'm going to strive for going a whole hour. It's been a minute since I've done a whole hour, but I'm working towards a whole hour. If I can get a whole hour in today, then my job is done. Hey, how you doing? I'm saying that's actual and factual. If I can get a whole hour in today, broadcasting live here on YouTube, then my job would be done for the day and I can actually take a break. That's actual and factual. Hey, how you doing out there? Welcome in. So as it says, mental health matters. Don't call the cops. And Amendment 8. Don't call the cops if you're having a mental health crisis. Why? Because they don't care about anything except a cold beer and firing their gun. They're unlearned, untrained, and unskilled in dealing with people that have mental health crisis and or dealing with people that are on drugs. Because people that are on drugs are, guess what, having what? A mental health crisis. And they're unskilled, unlearned, and untrained in dealing and coping with that. And that's a fact. And I don't want to see you get shot. So guess what? Don't call the cops. Instead, text 988 crisis helpline or text me at 202-597-7580. Yes, indeedy. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm Mocha Brown. When it comes to Amendment 8, they don't have a right to deny us our constitutional amendment rights, of which they do all the time. Therefore, what shall we do? We can sue them individually, or we can join together collectively and say, let's bring a Class A lawsuit against the DOJ and the officer or officers who inflicted excessive pain upon us. These are the things that we can do. I'd like to thank you for listening. I thank you for subscribing, and I thank you for sharing, and I thank you for liking my channel. You truly are appreciated. So I was looking for something that I was going to share with you. And somehow, I got a little bit distracted by the comment that came through in the chat box. So let me see if I can go ahead and pull up what I was going to pull up this time around. Hey, how you doing? I'm Mocha Brown. Where is it? Let's see. I was looking for something in particularly speaking. Google Maps, they would not approve this. Here, I'll try to get it closer. Yes, I found it. So let me give this to you so that you get it clearly. If I can give it to you as best I can, looking at this here. Now that's not the best shot. Let me see if I can find another picture of this with an even better picture to give this to you. Just a moment, just a moment. Looking, looking, looking. Trying to find the best picture. Let's see here. I think this is it here. Okay, so this gives a description of the business that I do as a service. MBP is a professional film production company, personal development company, and professional humoristic telephone counseling company that prides ourselves on high morals, ethics, and standards. We are a private entity, thus we respect your privacy. We respect the HIPAA laws, which is to respect your right to privacy. In order to receive services, you must present an ID and show social security card to show me that you are who you say you are. And you have to fill out some contracts, non-disclosure contract and a contractual contract in order to receive the services from me. Now, with that being said, the contracts last a lifetime. There's no end to the contract. Some contracts say, well, this is in effect up until 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or 5 years. No, this contract is a lifetime contract. There's no end to the contract. Because in mental health, today you're fine, and tomorrow you might not be fine. This year you're okay, and the next year you're okay. But here comes the third year or the fifth year, and you're feeling like, oh man, I'm not feeling okay. I feel like I need some therapy. Oh, but where am I going to go? Oh, wait a minute. I remember MOCHA Brown. Yeah, yes. And then guess what? You're more than welcome to come back. That's actual and that's factual. Text 202-597-7580 for more information. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You truly are appreciated. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. I'm not Jerry TD. But speaking of TD Jakes, what did TD Jakes say? TD Jakes would say, get ready. Strap on your seatbelts. Guess what? You got power, I got power, we got power, and we're powered up from power. That be Jesus Christ, all right? So don't let nobody deceive you into believing that you got no power. As long as you got Jesus Christ, you got power. And whether you like Jesus Christ or not, he's still the one powering you up and powering me up and powering we the people up. Until he decides, well, you know what? No more. And he decides to just make us go to sleep. We got power. So don't let nobody deceive you into thinking that you don't have power. You could be stuck in your house and got power. You could be stuck in traffic and you still got power. You could be in a third world country and you still got power. You could be locked up in a mental institution and you still got power. You could be locked up in prison and you still got power. We all got power because Jesus Christ is power and he powers us up until he decides to make us go to sleep for a lifetime. Get rid of that garbage that they're filling your mind with, and get with something that'll fill your mind with positive stuff all the time, like contacting me, Mocha Brown. Because I'm going to fill your mind with positive stuff, not that negativity stuff. I mean, you can sit with a negative horse on a suicide mission. Anytime you lead a horse to water and it doesn't drink, it's like it's on a suicide mission. And we don't want you committing suicide. And I'm not hanging out with somebody who's like, well, I don't want to drink the water, I'm on a strike. And I can't, I'm striking. I don't want to drink the water. I don't want to eat the food. I'm on strike. Really? Okay. You do that by yourself. You do that by yourself. Anyways, with that being said, I'm a little bit, 17 minutes, be like an hour of me being on here. Okay, awesome. The hour power, that's me. I actually started a YouTube channel where I had something going on about the hour power hour. But somebody discombobulated that channel, so I wasn't able to get back on the channel. But it was the hour power hour, something like that. Because that's just how real I am about Jesus Christ and the power that we have to become what we want to become through Christ Jesus. The hour power hour, because Jesus powers us up to become everything that we want to be. That's actual and factual. So the hour power hour starts now on this channel. They tried to stop me. They tried to stop me from doing the hour power hour on YouTube. But look at it. All these years later, here we go. I'm almost into an hour on this particular podcast, broadcast live YouTube, broadcasting from the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, serving all of the United States of America. Let it be known that you got the power. I got the power. We got the power. And whether or not you believe it, Jesus Christ is the power that gives us the power to become who we want to be, irregardless of what man and woman has to say about it. Man and woman will try to stop you from achieving, accomplishing your goals and your dreams. But Jesus said, I don't think so. I said they shall prosper. And when God says you're going to prosper, believe me, He's going to prosper you. Whether you're in a third world country or not, whether you're in a hospital locked up or in prison locked up, God said He will prosper you. And when He says that, He means that. Because He is power. And He gives us power to prosper. So don't let man try to deceive you with their deception. The Rolling Stone says he was waiting on a friend. Her hands were blood red and full of deception. Well, let me get the reception clearly. You are power. I am power. We are power. And this is our power hour with Mocha Brown. God is an awesome God, isn't He? My God is an awesome God, isn't He? The hour power hour with me, Mocha Brown, is back. And that's a fact. They tried to stop it here on YouTube when I tried to start it. They tried to throw darts at it. They tried to throw this at darts and fire. But all these years later, our power hour with me, Mocha Brown, is back in town. Hey, 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 hey. Now that's what I'm talking about. Woo! Yeah. 15 minutes, actually 16 minutes. 16 minutes into a whole hour. If I can make it an hour today, I have done my job. My job doesn't end there. Because by the time I finish this hour, there's still more work to be done because mental health matters. Because our constitutional amendments matter. Because we have a right to be treated with respect concerning officers of the law matters. So my work doesn't stop at the top of the hour, which would be what? Let me see what time it is. Doesn't stop at the top of the hour or the bottom of the hour. That's actual and that's factual. There's still work to be done. I believe it was 50 Cent said, I can sleep when I'm done. Well, I am a believer in that. I can sleep when I'm done. And when I get to the top of the hour or the bottom of the hour, and where it is, what, 10:16 now? It's 10:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I service all of the United States of America. So that means you can be giving me a call, text messaging me East Coast time, and calling from a Central time. That's okay. I'm still here for you. That's what I do. I'm Mocha Brown. That's actual and factual. Anyways, well, yeah. I was looking for something. That's right. I forgot. I was looking for something to share with you. And let's see here. Looking for something to share with you. And speaking of share, I wonder how she's doing. She's shares is I wonder how she's doing, how she's keeping. She's got a young boy. How they say young bruh. Different strokes for different folks. Okay, I'm trying to figure this thing out here. Just a moment. I don't know what's going on with it. For some reason, it's being all discombobulated. Okay, let's see here now. There was something that I wanted to share. Speaking of share, how's she doing with her young bro? With her young bro. Speaking of share, how's she doing with her young bro? Young bro, young bro. Speaking of share, how's she doing with her young bro? Young bro. Yeah. None of my business. That's a fact. None of my business how she doing with her young bro, and that's a fact. Anyways, I'm trying to find, here we go. Here it is. I think I found it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So a description means who you are, what your business stands for, what it represents. So I was on Google Screwjewel in bed with YouTube and Google Maps. So I registered my business. I'm in business. I said, well, let me go ahead and do this Google Map thing, et cetera, et cetera. Then they come back and tell me, well, you can't use the description is not qualified. What the Sam Pickens is you talking about? You give 750 letters to describe what your description of your business is about. How can it not be approved? It's beyond me. It's absolutely beyond me. Yet here I am still in business and promoting what I do, which is safety and privacy for me and for you in a comedic, humoristic way. Telling you this And make no mistake about it, do not call 911 in case of emergency concerning your mental health illness. Do not call them. It never turns out for your good or your better self. They don't give a yam about your state of mind, your mental health. The only thing they give a yam about is a cold beer and shooting their gun. Those are the matters of the facts of the law. They breaking the law concerning our constitutional amendment rights number 8, where they're not supposed to use excessive abuse, but they do all the time. Having a mental health crisis, text 988 crisis helpline or text me, Mocha Brown, at 202-597-7580. Now, this is a description of what I do. MBP is a film and video production company that focuses, well, this right here, this is matters of the law. So let me go ahead and read this. This is matters of the law. MBP is a film and video production company that focuses on matters of the law and healing through laughter in a comedic way, online and by telephone, wherewith we offer no guarantees, quote and unquote, wherewith we offer no guarantees that you will laugh or smile. Thus, because there are no guarantees outside the session of the call. For once again, we don't guarantee you will even laugh or smile. There is a contractual contract that must be signed during the first 2 or 3 sessions, that you understand the agreement, that there are no guarantees or money back for comedic counseling over the phone, of which a photo ID and Social Security card is required and a DocuSign. Payment is due prior to the telephone session. Now, some people say, what are you talking about? What do you mean? I gotta pay to talk to you? Well, it's counseling. Yes, you do. But I'm giving you 3 free sessions to decide whether or not you want to continue the session, which respects your privacy, which most places don't give 1 iota about your privacy, respects your privacy and your safety. Because privacy matters and safety matters and mental health matters. And as a matter of fact, with that being said, once again, don't forget to text 202-597-750 for more information concerning humoristic comedic counseling over the phone with me, Mocha Brown. Now, with that being said, I'm about 5 minutes to the bottom of the hour. 5 minutes to the bottom of the hour. What's that song go? 5 minutes of funk. 5 minutes of funk, and that ain't no junk. 5 minutes of funk, and that ain't no junk. I'ma get my hour power in, yeah. Get my hour power in, yeah. Gonna get my hour power in, yeah. In 5 minutes of funk, that ain't no junk. In 5 minutes of funk, yeah, that ain't no junk. Gonna get my hour power in, oh yeah. Gonna get my hour power in, oh yeah. Gonna get my hour power in, oh yeah. That 5 minutes of funk, that ain't no junk. 5 minutes of funk, yeah, that ain't no junk. Like, share, subscribe to my channel, oh yeah. And like, share, subscribe to my channel, oh yeah. And like, share, subscribe to my channel, oh yeah. And like, share, subscribe to my channel. Oh yeah, on the Hour Power Hour with me, Mocha Brown. On the Hour Power Hour with me, Mocha Brown. On the Hour Power Hour with me, Mocha Brown. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Oh yeah, with me, Mocha Brown. With me, Mocha Brown. Gonna give you the best in comedic, humoristic, comedy, therapy. Hey, 5 minutes of funk. That ain't no junk. 5 minutes of funk. That ain't no junk. On the Hour Power Hour with me, Mocha Brown. On the Hour Power Hour with me, Mocha Brown. On the Hour Power Hour with me, Mocha Brown. Text 202-597-7580. Text 202-597-7580. That's me, Mocha Brown. Hey, me, Mocha Brown. Hey, me, Mocha Brown. Hey, me, Mocha Brown. Hey, what you say? Hey, what you say? It's the Hour Power Hour with Mocha Brown. Say, hey, what you say? It's the Hour Power Hour with Mocha Brown. Say, hey, what you say? It's the Hour Power Hour with me, Mocha Brown. It's the Hour Power Hour with me, Mocha Brown. Hey, 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 hey. What you say? It's the Hour Power Hour with me, Mocha Brown. The Hour Power Hour with me, Mocha Brown. Hey, hey. Oh, yeah. That's actual and factual. Yeah. Well, all right. We're having a party. That'd be Luther Vandross. Hey, well, all right. And it'd be seeming like you're having a party when you're with me on a humoristic, comedic, therapeutic counseling session. Because when I get done, you're going to be like, but did I just have one? What? Was I just in a party? That's actual and factual. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to sign off of here because it is now just about the bottom of the hour. Make no mistake. Don't forget to text 988 crisis hotline or text 202-597-7580 for your health, mental health, safety, and privacy. Yes, indeedy. It's the Hour Power Hour with Mocha Brown. It's the Hour Power Hour with Mocha Brown. It's the Hour Power Hour with Mocha Brown. The Hour Power Hour with Mocha Brown. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shoobity doobity bop boppity boppity boo boppity boo. Yeah, 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 yeah. Boo bop 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 boppity boo, bop bop boo 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 boo.